Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
You're afraid of pollen.
Good. Then let's start the show. So, Matt, have you done your homework?
What homework?
literally
I'm
last episode.
Not prepared for this episode at all. All my stuff is in my car, which is getting an MOT.
Oh, that's no good, is it?
So I have nothing prepared.
I mean, kind of getting onto the topic of MOT a bit later on, actually. But briefly, you're dressed very smartly today in comparison to what you usually dress in. Usually dressed in either like some jogging trousers or
I got nice jeans on, and
dressing
a shirt.
gown. Yeah, is there an occasion why you're dressed so? And I use this word loosely with you. Why you're dressed so uncomfortably?
Yeah, true. I had to meet someone at the pub to discuss business.
And obviously, you couldn't go there dressed in a dressing gown. And
No, you got to look the part when you go to the ale house.
That's the name of a pub near us, for those who just...
It's actually not called the Ale House.
Oh, no, it's the Real Ale Way?
Yeah.
The Ale Way?
But everyone calls it the Ale House because it's the only ale house in our area.
There you go. It's a bit of
It's alright.
information for listeners that don't know our local area that very well.
Had 4 pints, didn't spend a dime.
That is good. That is how we like going to the pub, or how you like going to the pub. I, again, don't drink that much.
You go to wine... No, you don't even go to wine
I don't
bars.
go to wine.
You go-
Cider tasted sometimes.
You go to afters.
I go to after. Yeah, for dessert. To be fair, yeah, for desserts. Yeah.
You've never been to afters, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Been to afters.
I
What's the
never
other one?
have.
There's one called Creams, I think, or something like that.
What?
It's like another version of afters, really. They just like.
So you haven't been to afters,
desserts.
you've been to creams?
No, I've been to afters, but I've also been to Creams.
Yeah, I've been to Favourite Chicken, but I've definitely been to KFC.
Right, moving on to some actual topics now that we're settled.
Yeah, I
in the
told you, this
shed.
is your episode.
Something else.
I have
again.
generally
And
nothing
It is my
prepared.
episode because I've got something new, courtesy of you. New chair.
Oh, yeah.
I've been gifted a new chair. Second I walked into the shed.
From Martin. If you listen to this, I know you have listened to a couple of our podcasts.
Has he actually?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's surprising. Hello, Martin. Thank you
hello
very
you
much.
too. You know who I'm on about. Shout out.
For the chair, because Matt is always, if you look at our videos and pictures we sometimes put on our Twitter, Matt's always in this big, comfortable chair, like it's a proper grand chair. There's a matching footstool in there. For some reason, it's over on my side at the moment collecting
It's
dust.
fine.
And
I got a barrel.
And I usually, because I'm so kind, I get whatever is just left. I usually sit on like either a box or a little cheap computer chair thing. But today, it's a leathery chair. It's lovely. I mean, it's flaking about a bit, but I'm not going to complain.
My chair isn't. My chair used to be
chair's pretty
brown.
flaky. Yeah, it used to be brown.
Now it's grey.
Now it's a different shade of brown.
Yeah.
So, moving on to an actual topic.
Hit me.
Obviously, talking about last episode, we spoke about sayings, where I told Matt sort of some well-known sayings and how they actually have bits extending onto them. Such as early bird catches the worm is a phrase we all know, and then the second half of that is actually, but the second mouse gets the cheese. And I bet you Matt has forgotten all of them already.
I never remembered them. They're pretty pointless.
Great.
Let's not bore the listeners
wonderful.
with the same sayings.
Well, no. So the homework I think we almost gave ourselves after that was to try and come up with some new sayings ourselves. You can go back and listen to that episode to see what we came up with at the time. I have not come up with any new sayings. I tried thinking of some new ones, so I failed that homework.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the chicken lays an egg, you better get cracking. There you go.
I don't get it. What does it mean though? When would you say that?
Well, you spent about 2 seconds thinking about it, so have a bit of seconds. Have 3 seconds to think about it.
To think about it, right? So when the chicken lays an egg, you better get cracking, as in going to retrieve the egg to make sure foxes don't come and get it.
People have given us the material, so let's start building.
So when the chicken's giving you the egg, you better start cracking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
You
start
know what?
working.
It's not overly terrible. I think your one from the last episode was better, but I'm not going to say what it is because you can go and listen to that episode to hear us natter about that. Could you
Which
right,
episode was it?
Let's not repeat the last one. Episode 74.
There you go. Let's actually connect this.
the
Episode
last
74.
episode.
We've done 70 of these episodes.
And so Matt says, like, burying his head in his hands. But well,
my nice
what I'm
shirt.
getting onto is I ended up trailing off onto something else that I happened to see. And so you might know the Guinness World Records. We tried doing some world records last season. Was it the season before that? Some time ago we did attempted a world record and didn't really
Yeah, we
attempt
ate
it.
crackers.
It wasn't.
I've been
Did we-
saying
no,
to
it
do
was,
videos, and
what
he
was
does
it?
videos on eating crackers.
It was party rings, I think. But anyway,
Doesn't-
that wasn't even a Guinness World Record. That was some other online weird world record thing. But on Guinness World Records, do you know, Matt, why Guinness World Records are called Guinness World Records? Some people might know this. I think I knew part of it beforehand.
Because the company called Guinness sponsors it.
Well, yeah and no.
Is it actually a yeah?
I mean,
Someone called Guinness sponsored it or made it.
it's not quite. Well, I mean, what else is called Guinness?
The beer,
Yeah,
obviously.
and they're connected. Did you know they were connected?
I did not.
There we go. See, actually learning some stuff on this show. It's grand. So, according to the official Guinness World Records website, I believe Guinness World Records are celebrating it's not a massive mark in time, but
Human achievement.
this year would be their 67th, I think, anniversary. So that's how long Guinness World Records has been going. And according to their official website, the idea for a book of records began in the early 1950s when Sir Hugh Beaver, the managing director of the Guinness Brewery and all that, attended a shooting party in County Wexford. There, he and his host argue about the fastest game bird in Europe, and they failed to find an answer in any book whatsoever. And so, in 1954, recalling his shooting party argument, Hugh had the idea for a Guinness promotion based on the idea of settling pub arguments, and invites the twins, some guy called Norris and McWhirter, Norris and Ross McWhirter, to compile a book of facts and figures, and that is essentially what is the Guinness World Records. And so the bit I knew about it was a book created by Guinness to settle pub debates and pub arguments about things like that, because they're the type. Guinness World Records are the type of things I guess you would talk about in a pub, where you'd be like, I wonder what the biggest. Stop playing with bits of metal, jeez.
Sorry.
He needs a fidget spinner. And so, yeah, and so after writing the book, which took 13 and a half weeks, and they were 90-hour weeks. They are long weeks. I know you work long hours, but that is.
How do they fact check it?
Well, that was their job. They didn't just go out and just go, right, okay, well, this is this, let's go to the pub now. They went out and got these answers for themselves and put them in this book.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And
So you make volume 2.
And so, yeah, that's where the book essentially came from. It was created by Guinness in order to settle pub debates and pub arguments.
Which is still kind of funny.
In what way?
It's made by the Guinness people who made alcohol.
Okay. I mean, I understand. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I know what you mean.
Is it not?
And no, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, cool.
It is the brewery. Yeah, but then this goes on to what I briefly mentioned earlier about. Funny, you mentioned your MOT on your car, because I found another company which was very similar.
Pretty
And
big
now
leap.
this is one that I did. See, it's a lovely link.
Yeah.
This is one that I didn't necessarily know all about. I think I had a rough idea, but I didn't know all of it at all. And so, have you heard of Michelin Star restaurants?
Yes.
Have you ever been to any Michelin Star
Yes.
restaurants? Oh, do you remember which ones?
The one in London.
Which one?
Near Charing Cross.
I have no idea what that one is. So,
Neither do I, but it was very expensive. It was more steak. It was steak.
Oh,
I
that
should
would be
say.
expensive. Oh, especially in London, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a special occasion you went there for?
No.
Ah.
It was our dinner club thing.
Well, do you know where Michelin stars come from?
Yeah, Michelin.
I knew you were going to say that. Have you heard of any other companies called Michelin?
Yeah.
What?
The Star Restaurant, the Kebab House, the Thai company that went bust in 1984, the Rope Company.
How do you know they went bust in 1984?
I did my research for this topic I had no idea about.
Oh, of course. Then you're fully aware that Michelin stars are provided by this tyre company, right?
Yeah.
He's learning something, and so was I, because I researched all this. Yeah, the Michelin tyre company are the ones that give out the Michelin
See, there
stars.
was a bit of knowledge there. I definitely heard this topic somewhere.
I don't know if they actually went bust in that time, because you provided me with a bit of information I was not prepared for. But yeah, Michelin stars are given by the Michelin tyre people. Do you know why that they are the ones to give out these stars to restaurants and whatnot. Because like with the
Yes.
the Guinness and the book, it's a bit of a weird
I do know.
connection. Please proceed.
I'm not going to tell you though.
Oh well, that's no good, is it? Can you at least give me a guess, or is your mind not able to think of?
No, I
a
generally
funny
don't
answer?
know.
Ah, well,
I guess it's because they could always drive to every restaurant because they always had the tyres on hand. So
you're not far off.
uh,
I'm smiling at him because he's not far off. Oh, look, this must be what 4 Drinks Matt is like. He's like, his mind is working a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, kind of in a way of that. So, Michelin Stars and Michelin Tyres are pretty much the same company in a way, or they're both owned by Michelin, I guess. And so, rather than trying to sell tyres in like the 1900s, they tried to effectively work out a way to market travelling itself,
yeah,
as opposed to, do you want to buy these tyres? They're good tyres. They were trying to find ways to promote people to actually go out places. And so then they created the Motorist Guides to France, and it included maps and listings like petrol stations, hotels, mechanics, and instructions on how to change a tyre. Then the 1926 edition was the first to include the stars awarded to high-end restaurants, and initially only 1 star could be given, but then that has changed. Do you remember how many stars your restaurant had when you went to your
it
one?
was 5.
5 stars?
Yeah,
Ooh, lot of stars.
we definitely had looks when we went in there. That's actually a good story with that restaurant.
What?
So me and I unplugged my headphone a little bit. So you guys, a group, me, Darius, and 2 other people.
Yeah.
And me and Darius got bored, so we went wandering around this 5-star restaurant, which was also a hotel. And I was dressed very smartly in a suit, like a proper nice suit, trousers, shoes, looking flash. And Darius dressed like a DJ.
Right.
So we wandered about, went into this massive ballroom where they were setting something up. And me and Darius walked in there. I said, alright, this is where we'll have the speakers. That's where the DJ booth will be. Alright, well, guess we'll have to change the decor in here. Just make it a little bit more dark and a bit more lights everywhere. And they looked at us, and then they carried on doing what they were doing because it looked like we belong. As we were like, okay, well, we need DJ there, like I said.
Right,
We
yeah.
helped ourselves to some free water. Oh, they got water out for us. Drank some like glass water. And then we took the elevator upstairs to like every floor and had a look around, just like vibing. No one would question us. We're like, okay, well, we're staying in this floor, I believe, as someone came out of their room. Oh, no, it's not. It's the floor above. So we go to the penthouse. And like, it was a lot of fun exploring this massive golden building.
Matt just finds himself in like various buildings and various places, and sometimes I don't know how you get yourself there, but you just are like, oh yeah, I've been here,
Yeah.
been here and done this.
Everyone knows if you look like you belong, and most people will think you are. There's a bit of life lesson for you.
Well, I guess so. There was a story a long time ago, I think I read, where somebody stole, like, this was like years ago when there were the big bulky TVs, and someone stole one from a school, I think it was, and they
Yeah.
said that the trick is to walk out like you own it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
As long as
there's
you have
a
confidence, no one will question
bit
you.
of advice for thieves there. But anyway, briefly back to the Michelin stars. Do you know what the Michelin stars represent? Like how you're awarded which one? And
Cleanliness, hygiene.
Bear in mind, think about how
something.
this relates, I guess, to the tyres and the travelling.
You lost me with that. Food, quickness, food taste, I don't know, cleanliness of the kitchen, and the grip on the tyres when you go into the driveway. The thing you said completely threw me from my options.
Well, it will make a lot of sense when I tell you. So I've got the 3 stars here.
The drive-through level.
Drive-through level.
Yeah.
What do
How
you mean?
level the pavement is.
No, but you know what? It's not a terrible answer. It's not the answer, but it's not terrible. So, a 1-star Michelin restaurant is awarded for high quality cooking, which is, quote, worth a stop.
They give out 0 stars, don't they?
Well, then it's just no stars, is it?
Yeah, but you said 1 star's good cooking.
No, 1 star is for Michelin. I'm going to use the word Michelin tyres. A 1-star restaurant is high quality cooking, which is worth a stop. 2 stars are awarded for excellent cooking, which is worth a detour.
Oh, I understand.
And then 3
now.
stars are awarded for a cuisine, which is worth a special journey.
Yes.
And so now you see where that makes
yes,
sense. Yeah.
I understand.
And so, yeah, if you have ever wondered what Michelin stars mean, or you wondered where Guinness Book of Records comes from,
Oh yeah, we're talking about that one.
There we go.
What's
We've learned something new.
what's your favourite Guinness World Record?
My favourite Guinness World Record. I used to collect the Guinness World Record books. I think when I was in primary school and secondary school, and I can't remember what year I stopped. I think it's just because in the end there are only so many things where you're like, well, to be fair, like
There's loads.
this fat bloke, he's been in every single one of these books.
Oh, the
every
girl
single
with the
year.
long nails. I remember
Yeah,
her
I
from like
remember.
the first
Well,
book I bought.
she cut her nails. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, she got in a car crash.
Like
I
in the
believe.
last what?
I believe she got in a car crash and she lost her nails from it. Pretty sure that was it.
There might have been something like that where she broke,
she got in a
broke
car
her
crash.
nails or something. Oh,
I don't know why you would try and drive with that many nails, but
Well, she was trying to get to a Michelin star restaurant. Clearly, it's worth a detour.
maybe a salon. And then, have you seen? So you see the girl with the lovely nails,
Yeah,
which are lovely, long and straight, and then you see the boys with the longest nails in the world.
I've not seen the boy with the longest nails.
There's some dirty, crooked, rope-looking things that you've like got caught in the door. It looks disgusting.
Whose is longer, the woman's or the boys? I reckon it's probably the woman's because she's been doing it longer. I think.
I say, but the boys is so like, it's like vines are grown from his fingers in weird, like ivy, like
Yeah.
weird shapes. But if you
I
straighten it out-
reckon I know the answer. Would you attempt that world record?
No,
No, of course not.
couldn't wear gloves.
Such a priority.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.